This is Terror House Radio with Matt Forney and Bryden Proctor.
Yeah, welcome to a Terror House Radio episode number 59. I'm Matt Forney, your charming and loquacious host, founder and editor-in-chief of Terror House Press. I am joined by my co-host and producer, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hey, I'm not sure if I'm producing this at the moment. You know, you keep slapping producer on here. You know, I've heard some of these episodes since I've been on, or the last episode that I was on. I think that was mostly my fault. Listen, I will apologize to no man for my conduct last week. It was good. I think that was knocked it out of the park. Grand slam. That's why we're doing this at 2 p.m. and not 7 p.m. Because I'm so talented.
Yes. He's totally not the Joe Biden of podcasting. You know, it's not like we're doing this before he sundowns. Okay, they're doing this because it's so awesome.
Well, dude, like 7 o'clock on a Wednesday, you expect me to show up here and not mumble? Are you kidding? Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was being a little ambitious with that one. Well, it also helps me. It also helps me because I can actually do stuff in the evenings again.
I'm just gonna get drunk. Like this helps me because I'm coherent, and then I go to my live stream and I mumble at them, and they're used to it. They can. It's kind of like when somebody has a real thick accent. It's like only their friends can really understand. They have to translate, and it's the same thing. I'm gonna start mumbling now. I haven't eaten any food today. I'm just drinking White Claws. Erica forgot my cigarettes. I'm mad as hell, and I'm just not gonna take it anymore.
Plus, I have realized by this point that me calling you a producer is just a scheme to make us look more professional.
Yeah, completely.
Like you're like how you're the eternal producer of Terror House Radio in the same way that Kim Il-sung is the eternal president of North Korea.
Yeah, except he gets to die, and I have to still be here. So,
But yeah, how's your day been, Bryden? Hasn't?
I don't know. I mean, what's there to say about a day? There's not much good. It's mostly bad.
Well, I'm guessing nothing really bad happened because you would have mentioned it to me already.
I already did. The cigarette thing. I'm sorry. I'm fucking traumatized. Where are my cigarettes? Look at this shit. I got 2 of these in the mail. Nope. I got 2 of these in the mail. I gave 1 to Erica. She goes, I'm going to go to the grocery store or whatever. She's got to go to the post office and grocery store. Fine. Ask me, do you want to go? I'm already drinking a Bud Light Lime. Do you want to go with me? Will you? Actually, she said, will you come with me? I go, nope. I don't want to wander around for an hour. Oh, I'm not going to wander around for an hour, bro. She was gone for 2 hours. 2 hours. Post office is 20 minutes away. She claims it's not. She's a liar. Women lie. Whole deal. Why would I want to have done that? I would have sobered up, gotten a headache. Would have been terrible. She did pick up the White Claw. That was nice. Forgot the cigarettes. All I want is a fucking cigarette. That's all I want. Now I got to sound like a fucking... Here we go. Look, this is what you get for the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, I was gonna make fun of you for thinking that was a major crisis, but then again, I'm smoking cigarettes too, and like, I've had my fucking butane lighter ran out of butane, and I was this was last week, and I was looking around for I don't care for Bic lighters. I just don't. I was looking around to find more butane, and I couldn't find it at Walmart. And I eventually resorted to buying a cheap, it's kind of midway between like a Bic and like a lighter you'd use on a grill. Fucking thing broke a day later. The thing was so cheaply built, I managed to somehow snap the little ignition part off somehow while using it. So
your fingers are too fat.
So I fucking freaked out and went back to Walmart and bought the last 2 of those lighters that they had, and the one I have is working fine now. So like I've got backups.
Hold the phone. They got Walmart. I don't know why I'm surprised by this. They got Walmarts in Mexico. El Walmarto.
They've got Walmarts in Central America. I mean, at least I assume, because every sign here says Walmart, Mexico y Central America.
What does that mean?
Mexico and Central America.
Oh, I don't know.
So like they're talking countries like Guatemala, El Salvador, etc. But you got all the American franchises here. It's like being at home, except everything is in Spanish, which means it's like being at home.
Yeah, I was gonna say, depending on where you live, that's what Los Angeles was like. We thought that was a good thing. Actually, we were like, look, this is fine. The menus and una cerveza. Where is the baño? I have to diarrhea and puke. I have not eaten for tres años.
But yeah, you got Costco down here. You've got Home Depot. You've got Bed Bath and Beyond. You've got all the fast food restaurants, obviously. Yeah, it's pretty convenient. The Walmart is like one of the only places that still makes you wear a mask, so that's annoying. But
oh shit, mask shit. I want to get on this. That's a good thing to fucking, now that everybody, hello, 6 minutes in, how's everybody doing and all of that fucking shit. But the mask shit, I've noticed a big change here in Florida. The employees are the only people that have to wear masks at stores. Now, some of them, they don't have to, like Publix, it's your choice. Obviously small businesses would never give them a fuck about it. But like if you go to a chain like, I don't know, an Applebee's or something, right? They're all wearing masks. So it went from like a sign of allegiance to the state to now it's just, as it always does, which is funny. Now it's a sign that you are less than the people spending money. The only people that have to wear masks are the workers at this point for big chains.
So basically it's like it was about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because you remember that? Like, I want people to keep remembering this because it's easy to forget. We had the whole lockdown shit, and after the lockdowns ended, there was a gap between the lockdowns ending and masks suddenly becoming mandatory everywhere, at least in Albania. Okay, like lockdown ended in Albania in May of last year, but it wasn't until July that they started making people wear masks indoors. Like the only people who had to wear the masks were the workers, which half the time they didn't even bother.
Yeah. Well, I thought you had more to say on that.
No. But yeah, I'm kind of noticing the same thing here. There were a lot of Mexicans wearing masks when I got here in January because they're kind of,
you told me about the face shield woman with a mask, a face shield, and was screaming at people to get away from her.
Yeah, the flailing around like an epileptic on a sidewalk in broad daylight. I have not seen any of that shit in a while. There's still a few people wearing masks outside. But not that many. And you've got, OXXO and 7-Eleven employees, like they've got the mask, but they're wearing them around their chins. They're wearing them, around their necks, etc. I was walking around yesterday. I was going to the ATM, walking past a bunch of open restaurants. Nobody's wearing masks, including the staff. Barbershop, obviously a guy who's getting his haircut is not going to wear a mask, but the barber's not wearing a mask.
No, they made him do it for a while. I saw pictures of it.
Well, they're not doing it here anymore.
Well, that's good, but I thought that was weird. I saw a picture. It was some black fella in like his barbershop. He had to wear a mask while he was getting trimmed up and all lined up and shit. Fucking bizarre. But sorry,
yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, the only places I gotta wear a mask now where anyone seems to care are Walmart and Uber cars.
See, the Walmart the Walmart here doesn't give a shit. I mean, maybe it's just a Florida thing, but they're like, you're vaccinated. Sure. They just put up signs. You still see people with masks. I still see people in cars wearing masks. And I'm like, oh, that person has HIV. So they're worried. That's just what I assume now. If you're wearing a mask in your car, I'm going to assume that you have HIV. And look, there's nothing great about having HIV, but it's not, there could be worse things. I guess it's not good, but I assume that person has something going on, that they are sickly and unable to pound White Claws and be a cool guy like me, So do I think that they are less than me for driving in a car with a mask, Matt? Do I think that? Would I? Let me ask you. Do you think that I would think that?
I think you absolutely would.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn right. Because I'm driving in a car drinking White Claws. Fuck your mask. I'm over here drinking and driving because it's safe and cool. That's me. Going down school zones. 20, not on my watch. 45 in the school zone. Lights blinking. Crossing guards out of my way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. And then I hang out of my car because I got suicide doors on my fucking smart car. I hang out there and then drive-bys. I just do drive-bys like it's GTA, except instead of shooting guns, it's slurs. It's just slurs. That's what I do. That's how I live my life. How are you living your life, huh? Not like me. What you know about pounding White Claws and driving cars? Probably nothing. That's right.
Yeah, Brian's going full redneck style.
Or I was thinking I was like a rapper in that scenario, but yeah.
It's like rednecks. If you've ever been to a rural area, well, I mean, you grew up in West Virginia.
I grew up, yeah.
Dudes drink and drive all the time.
Dude, the first time that ever happened, that I ever saw it happen, my friend's mom was giving me a ride home. And she just this was hilarious. It's still so funny. She was drinking a tall can of like Bud Light or some bullshit. I don't remember, but like a tall can of it. And she was complaining to me. She was like, if I get pulled over, it's bullshit because I'm small. I'm a woman. They don't know my tolerance. But if I do a breathalyzer, it says that I'm drunk and I'm not drunk. And I'm sitting here going, this drunk driver is driving me home. I'm like a small child. I'm terrified. Never rode in her car again. Never. That woman has to be dead, and her son is probably dead too. But
when I was hitchhiking across the country, going through like rural New York and Pennsylvania, like dudes always had like a can of beer open in their cars. One guy even offered me a fucking beer, and I was like he just like downright threatened me into having a beer with him.
If somebody already is drinking a beer and they're driving, and they offer me a beer, I'm gonna take the beer.
Well, it was just a little bit nervous. He was a super nice guy.
You're not driving. What you're doing is not like. I think maybe you get a ticket. Is that illegal?
Well, open container laws.
Sure, but he's the driver, so he's the one in charge. He's the one that gets into trouble. I don't think you get into trouble, do you?
I was just kind of bushy at that point. It was like, oh, is this legal? Is am I gonna get in trouble? It's like, didn't get in trouble. Well, it is Pennsylvania. There are no cops in Pennsylvania.
I don't even know how to Google that. It would take more time than it's worth. I would like to know, like, if somebody is drinking and driving, and I am also in the car drinking, if I don't cause a stink about it when he gets pulled over, I think that I don't get into trouble. Maybe a ticket at most, but you're not getting a DUI. You're not operating a vehicle. I'm not endorsing drinking and driving. I'm just saying, if you're hitchhiking, someone offers you a beer, it's rude to not take them up on it. Of course, make sure that never take your eyes off of that drink because you might get raped.
Nah, I'm sure you would get busted under open container laws at the very minimum.
But you're not the driver though.
Well, I once left an empty beer can in a rental car of my friend in Vegas, and when he saw it, he fucking freaked out.
Yeah, I would too. That's a really shitty move, buddy. You're really inconsiderate. You're a very good friend. Don't do that shit. Well, now you're gonna go, it was an accident, Bryden. I don't believe in accidents. I'm a conspiracy theorist. There are no coincidences. Matt Forney tried to have his friend killed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But it's like, I mean, I just assumed he was being neurotic because, like, he's super fucking neurotic.
No, that's a perfectly good reason to be mad at you.
What? For leaving an empty beer can on a car that's parked that no one's in?
Yeah, it's still not good. Still not good. You don't get alcohol near vehicles. All right, because there's when was the last time somebody was like, oh, the best decision I ever made was having open containers in and around a car?
Well, I assume the open container law was like if you're drinking and there's like beer in it, like it's an empty beer can.
No, because you can get pulled over and they can go, "What's that in the back?" And then even if you haven't been drinking, then it's a load of fucking trouble. You know, you still got to go through the whole fucking breathalyzer walk, say the ABCs, put your nose on your fucking thing. I've never had a DUI because I'm not stupid. I don't drink and drive. I'm really fiercely against drinking and driving as a professional alcoholic. Do not get behind the wheel if you've been drinking. Even a couple. Buzz driving is drunk driving. I believe in that campaign. But they can pull you over. You have to do the whole thing. The whole reason I know the whole deal is because I watched so many episodes of Cops. But yeah, I would be pissed because they could, if they see that in the back, Matt, then you got to deal with that whole crap, man. It's not cool. No, you call your friend right now on the air and apologize to him.
I'm pretty sure he's sleeping right now.
Well, even better. You'd be like, you know what? I know you're asleep, but this apology can't wait. All right. I was a bastard.
I actually did apologize to him a long time ago.
Well, it's apologies are like the COVID shot. You got to re-up every year, dude.
Merry Christmas. I'm sorry for leaving that empty beer can in the back of your car.
Why do we have Christmas instead of just like a general day? Like we should do this. It'd be great for everyone's ego if we just had like a general holiday of shame where we all just go, fuck. And you have to apologize to everybody you've ever wronged every year over and over again. That way it's like, we could see how we'd be able to gauge ourselves as people and be like, have I really changed that much? Am I still doing that type of shit? I think this is a great idea. We'll call it Christmas 2, the Shamanation. It'll be fantastic. You know what? I'll even do you one good for the fucking postmodern wokies. If you guys do that shit and we all do it, I had nothing to do with slavery, but I'll apologize on behalf of the entire race for slavery every fucking year. I mean, it seems like we do that in February, March, April, and June. But still, we will do it if you all apologize. Because I think is this not a terrible idea? I think it would make.
Well, I mean,
people...
we could make it like like the Shias got that holiday where they whip themselves until they're covered in blood.
I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea that was a thing.
Oh wait, You've never seen pictures of that?
I might have, but this does not.
I think it happens every May or whatever. Maybe it's part of Ramadan. I don't know. But it's like, the Shias, like, they got this day of mourning when their, spiritual leader, one of Muhammad's sons, was murdered like centuries ago. And to express their grief, they whip themselves until they're covered in blood. And they got all these grotesque wounds and they're just crying and stuff. And they do this in public. Like, they'll go out into the town centers or wherever they are, and they'll just beat themselves into a frenzy.
That's not weird at all. No, that's totally sane behavior, and we should do that. We should all get a cat of nine tails, and then everybody has to have a Twitter account that's operated by your sphincter, and it was each like gives you a buzz. Some people would be into that. Never mind. No. I think that everybody should have to apologize once a year for everything that they've ever done in their entire lives. Do you know how much priests would make? Well, they don't take money on confessionals, probably. How much? What? See, listen, like not to say anything bad about the hustle of the Catholic Church, because nobody knows how much money literally nobody knows how much money they have. They should start charging for confessions again. I think they should do that and be like, yeah, come in. That's good.
It worked the first time. Plus, you can make a lot of money from repeat offenders because a lot of people are pieces of shit these days.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
it's an incentive to be a good person, because every time you're a bad person, you've got to pay $10.
Right. It's like a swear jar, but for fucking. I think that's a good idea. I think every year... once a year, the whole world needs to come together. Or alternatively, we could just once a year all go outside and scream the N-word to get it out of our systems. And then Listen,
The N-word purge.
I should be in charge of holidays. Biden, I'm your guy. All right. You want equity? That's a made up weird thing. I'm in charge of this. I could totally do this. I'll just make up holidays. Juneteenth, you guys just made up that holiday. Nobody knew about it until like a year ago. I'll make up holidays. They'll be really good ones. Like, and I'll make good ones too. You know, like everybody gets free shoes. Shoe people, Nike's going to hate that, but to appear woke, they're going to be like, I guess it's just free shoe day. Chinese children are going to really, really hate that. But, you know, every day should be like some sort of Christmas. Some good, some bad. It's a roll of the dice with me, all right? I'm just saying, let me be in charge of holidays. And the world will be at least, you know, more interesting. I think it'll be a better place.
Yeah, you know, Brian will become holiday czar. Then Gay for a Day will become a thing. You know, I'm looking forward to see what kinds of ideas you come up with.
No, Gay for a Day will definitely be a whole thing. And then I think after Gay for a Day will run for 1 year, and then everybody else in the world is going to go, yeah, I'm not cool with gays. We're not doing the gay. They'll just turn against Pride Month completely. They'll go, nope, we got to outlaw Gay for a Day. Every guy's just walking funny the day after to the city council meeting going, we are not doing Gay for a Day again in my town. Seems funny.
It inflamed my hemorrhoids.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how you'd pair off for Gay for a Day. You know, I assume everybody gets to be on top once, but it's like, well, if you live in a small town and you're like, I hate my neighbor.
Well, I always wondered how that worked in general. It's like how gay guys determine who's on top and who's on bottom. Like, I mean, do they swap? I mean, you know, like I know there's a concept of a power bottom. Where
I think that there's a great deal. I've known a lot of gay men, really funny comedians, and in general, not the type of like pride people that piss on each other and shit like that. I don't like I have no problem with gay people. I don't like gay culture. You know, trying to pass this off as culture is completely fucking stupid. It's just, you like fucking dudes. Fine. Do it at your house. Don't bring it up to me. I think it might be a great deal of switching, but in general, it's a lot of gay guys just like getting fucked in the ass, you know?
So what you're saying is that there's way more bottoms than there are tops.
Yeah. No, it's a thing. Look it up. I mean, careful about how you phrase it when you Google it, but yeah. On like Queerty and stuff, there's been articles about that. Yeah.
That explains a lot about gay culture.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. But I don't know. It's Pride Month. Oh, God. Speaking of fucking Pride Month, I played this game yesterday by Don't Nod Studios or Don't Nod Entertainment. They made Life is Strange. Love the Life is Strange series. Not really looking forward to the next one. It looks kind of... But it's called Tell Me Why. And... basically, the whole thing is one of the this character Tyler is an FTM trans. I would still say overall get it for free. I almost bought it, but because the trailer had nothing to do with any of the trans crap, and then I read the Steam comments, the Steam reviews, and it was like the character is trans. You know, one of those fucking anime avatar troons. You know, I wouldn't give them money for this one, but it was an okay 10 hours, especially if you want to laugh at this type of shit, because it does beat you over the head with it. But I think it's so funny that so few people bought this game that they had to give it away during Pride Month. Fuck your woke nonsense. You didn't put it in the trailer because you knew people would immediately go, I'm not going to play that fucking game. You tried to sneak the tranny crap in, and it sucks. You know,
I'm guessing they learned their lesson from, what was it, like game last year, The Last of Us Part 2, the one with the tranny and all this other shit.
Different developer, but I think people still like that game. They were mainly mad that like this one character died, and they did that was Naughty Dog who made that. Yeah, this is Don't Nod. They got another game that I'm gonna try to play called Twin Mirror. It's like a detective. It's girls games. It's completely girls games. But yeah, I don't know why they keep trying to fucking do it. Like, it's hard to not believe in like some grand conspiracy when it's like, this is not making you money. You know, like why is Raytheon making the rainbow logo? Raytheon, you know, the goddamn defense contractor. What is Raytheon doing that for? Just
well, you aren't excited about the idea of bombs emblazoned with Black Lives Matter incinerating Yemenite weddings?
I wish that they would do that because that would be hilarious. But they're basically doing that. You know, I mean, not that, you know, I don't like them bombing Yemen and shit, but like, I mean, put a BLM sticker on it. I don't care. Have Tariq Nasheed ride one of those bombs down. It'd be hilarious. Like,
Kilroy was here in World War II. It was just, these bombs will just say George Floyd was here.
Yeah, I just don't get it, and I'm hoping you can explain it to me because it's like there's not some gay person at the Pentagon that's like, well, we got to go with Raytheon again. They did make their logo a rainbow. And we go through this every year, but Raytheon is the funniest one. Raytheon, great. This is not financial advice. Great stock pick, but Raytheon, they're like, oh, we're Gaytheon this month. It doesn't like. They are not like they don't have regular consumers. Like if Burger King does it or McDonald's, that makes sense. They're trying to appeal to people or whatever, a specific audience, and the rest of it, people don't care because they already like the product. But there's not somebody at the Pentagon that's like, we've got to buy these fucking, anti-missile radars. Who do we go with?
It's corporations again. I mean, I've made this point before. Corporations aren't ultimately concerned about money first and foremost. They're concerned about power and social control. Corporations only care about making money insofar as it allows them to get the control. All these corporations now happen to run everything thanks to something that happened. Now they have carte blanche to kind of enforce this on the population. I mean, it goes back to what you said, Bryden. Raytheon's never going to have to worry about losing their the defense contracts. They're never going to have to worry about losing any shit. That's what frees them to go balls to the wall with all this stuff.
But why? Why not just ignore it? Nobody cares about your average person doesn't know what the fuck Raytheon is.
Because the people in charge believe in it. I mean, like,
maybe.
Remember 6 years ago when all of a sudden every single corporation was doing pride shit? Particularly when gay marriage was legalized, suddenly everything was gay all the time.
Yeah, but they were appealing to a consumer.
But
you and I are not buying missiles.
It wasn't a gradual thing. It was like a light switch. All these companies switched at the same time. And the answer is because they all fucking talk to each other and they're all pushing a coordinated program.
I mean, like, that's the only conclusion that I could come to is, but that sounds crazy, but yeah, it sure seems that way. Raytheon, it makes not like U-Haul. Like if U-Haul is showing up to giving out crap at the Pride Parade and changing their logo, that makes sense. Lesbians moving together very quickly. That's their audience. Raytheon, just don't. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me.
But you have to consider that our future wars are going to be about gay rights.
That might be.
They're going to start World War III with Russia or China because they're mean to the gays or some shit. They will. That will be a reason. Point.
Well, like the only thing that I was thinking that would even maybe explain it is like it gives them good cover with the libs, so that. They're like, oh, yeah, Raytheon. Yeah, they're a defense because the libs aren't fucking anti-war anymore for some fucking reason. It's weird. I grew up, they were. Now they aren't. It's just me and Jimmy Dore going, what the fuck happened? But maybe it gives them cover. They're like, we're the good defense contractor. We're the good people that, bomb children in countries you've never heard of. But even that just seems very far-fetched to me. I just don't. They're the weirdest one. Like we will never buy anything from Raytheon. Ever. I don't know anybody that would.
Speak for yourself. I have plans, man. And I'm in a country where that kind of thing is acceptable.
Okay, recreational nukes over there. That's doing Ancapistan. I'm down with Ancapistan. But
I mean, Latin America is Ancapistan, so it's gotta when in Rome, do what the Romans do.
And I guess when in Mexico, fucking do what John McAfee would do.
Well, yeah, I mean, all this shit. I mean, actually, now I think about it, all this shit, kind of goes back to like the early 2010s, like even before the gay marriage ruling, before the first stirrings of cancel culture, before Obama got reelected. All this kind of the woke corporate shit and the liberal warmongering, against an obsession with enforcing gay rights. It really began in 2012. If you recall the whole Pussy Riot thing.
Yeah, that video.
Bunch of ugly punk bitches break into a church while they're doing a service and they get arrested, for trespassing. And then it suddenly turns into, oh, Russia hates women and gays.
Well, I mean, Russia does hate women and gays, but that was, I remember the day that because I went and did some shit joke at Rock Paper Coffee in LA. I forget what it was, but I made a group of feminists, like shitty women, laugh at because they didn't get the bit. That when that video came out, it was around the same time. I think it was to the day that one of the guitarists from Devo died. So I made some fucking whip it joke. But I'll never forget that because I remember laughing so fucking hard at these dumb ski masked idiots getting fucking beat up. I don't even know what they were protesting. I just thought, like, that's retarded. You're stupid people. I'm mad about the fucking Devo guitarist dying. Can't remember his name now.
Their whole thing was just being attention whores. Like, the whole point of breaking into that church was just to piss people off. A couple of the members of Pussy Riot were members of another, Russian protest group. And one of their protests involved going to a supermarket, stealing raw chicken wings, and masturbating with them.
The hell?
Oh, yeah, there was another stunt they called, this is a literal translation. It's called Fuck for the Successor Puppy Bear, where a bunch of them just showed up in some public place, just took their clothes off and started fucking.
All right.
One of the Pussy Riot chicks was there. She was pregnant, and she was fucking some dude while she was there. And it's hilarious because the guy could not get it up. Like he had.
So you've watched this.
I've seen pictures of it. The guy there's pictures
and the first thing the first thing that you thought was, I gotta look at this guy's dick.
Well, it's unavoidable. It's not like you could get off to this because there's naked dudes and chicks in every picture, and none of them are particularly good looking. And the guy is deciding to fuck the pregnant bitch. He's just jerking himself off, trying to get hard enough to deal with it.
What a strange form of protest. It reminds me of like when that topless protester ran up to Putin and he just does the thumbs up.
Feeman's another example. The Feeman's Ukrainian, not Russian. Like, I think I talked about this with you, but yeah, Feeman, was like they're getting attention for all the topless protests. Turns out the guy who ran Feeman was a pimp, and like all those women were prostitutes.
Russia sounds so fucking cool.
Like I said, this was Ukraine, not Russia.
Same place.
Feeman doesn't exist anymore. After the Euromaidan, they basically got kicked out of the country. Plus, that dude the pimp who ran it, he got the shit kicked out of him one day by the security services. Look at I think his name is Victor Svatsky or something. Don't quote me on the spelling. But there's a picture of him after the Ukrainian security services just kicked the shit out of him. His face looks like the Elephant Man.
A little Emmett Till situation.
Yeah. Well, he fucking deserved that piece of shit.
I don't know. Eastern Europe sounds pretty fucking hilarious. It sounds like the type of place that I think I would thrive. Just a bunch of unhappy people that are like, I'm gonna go to the store. Don't talk to me very much. And
why do you think I lived there for 4 years?
I don't know. I imagine that they got bathhouses. I don't know why. You like the thrill. You were like, you're not allowed to be gay in Russia, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna live in Russia. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why you do the things that you do. I never attempt to explain it. One of the funniest things that's happened repeatedly recently, like I'll tell Erica, like one of my friends, I'm like, that's they're going through a divorce or something like that, and she's like, oh, did you talk to him about it? I'm like, no. Why would we talk about that? Like, guys just don't talk about it. I don't know what you do. I have no idea what you do. I know you're in different places all the time because it inconveniences me. Otherwise, I wouldn't know.
I've been in the same place literally for months.
Yeah, and that's been great. I've also not done the show for months, but you know what I'm saying. But for the longest time, you're moving around like a queen on the board, huh? Queen on the chessboard mat. You're moving around, and it was an inconvenience for me with the different time zones. That's the only reason I knew where the places you are. And I would have completely forgotten about Guadalajara. If you would ask me, where's Matt Forney? I go, fucking Mexico. I don't know. He's in Mexico. He's doing shit down there, hanging out at the fucking Walmart, apparently. Jumping out of dumpsters, scaring the locals.
I was in the same time zone for 9 months of the last year, Bryden. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, we've done the show for more than 9 months. You know what I'm saying. Don't sit here and act like you don't know what I'm saying. Come on. It was an inconvenience.
Oh, sure.
We were excited when we were in the same time zone. I was excited. You were like, we're going to be in the same time zone. I'm like, good. Don't sit here and try to act on the cast of all places. Don't sit in.
We're technically not in the same time zone, but you get the idea. I'm an hour behind you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But I am physically behind you, and you are bent over a pool table. And this is a moment that is going to happen, whether you like it or not. And there are two cue balls on the table. Your big round head and the other one as it moves as I thrust myself through your cheeks. Yeah, I know. You're making that sound. Exactly. It turns me on. I'm into it. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, everyone. Or excuse me, happy Christ, what is month in Spanish? I know Orgullo is pride in Spanish.
Moños.
Moños?
Right? Yeah, it's Dios, Moños, Años.
Let me double check that.
I think I'm right. I think it's day, month, year. Dios.
I've been learning Spanish. I should know this.
Yeah, well, you should definitely learn Spanish. You're living in their country. Am I wrong?
It's mes.
Mes.
El mes.
No, they're speaking Spanish wrong.
Well, maybe that term you use.
They don't know how to speak Espanol. I have been to La Grande, Oregon. That means the Grand Oregon in Espanol. I will tell you, they don't know how to speak Spanish. I will tell you how to speak Spanish, Matt. For instance, the N word, you should go and just say it hard R. You know what it means? It means hello. Just go and say it.
Yeah, it's like the scene in Super Seducer 2 where like you can teach the white girl how to, say, I am horny, please help me. And she thinks it means hello in Chinese.
I don't know if I remember that, but that game is not as good as the first one. I didn't.
Have you played the third one?
I didn't know. Is it finally out?
Yeah, I got banned from Steam. Actually, it got banned from GOG, Epic. The only place you can buy it, I think, is Games Planet. Kind of sucks because Richard LaRuina, because of the experience he's getting out of games development altogether. Like he was going to make a horror game. He's going to make a horror game. But
I love that. An FMV fucking horror game? That would be great.
But he canceled that because of Super Seducer getting banned everywhere. So
why did he get banned? Because of what it is?
Steam wouldn't even give him a reason. Like they were trying to he thought that maybe the content was too explicit. So it was like, okay, yeah, we'll tone it down, here and there. But eventually they just told him like, look, you're banned. You can't come back. Don't bother making changes to the game. Like we won't accept them. and they wouldn't give him a straight reason as to why the game was banned.
That's weird because Steam's not normally like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the justifications was like, oh, we don't like sexually explicit content with real people. So like, you can put all the hentai games you want. I played the game. Like, it's not that sexually explicit. Like, the most explicit, there's a chapter about sex positions that stars a couple of lesbians, but like they're fully clothed. You know, they're fully clothed, and they're not like, you know, it's not like you're watching porn. Okay.
There's very few good FMV games. Like, you remember you got mad at me. You remember when I streamed Night Trap?
Yeah, I got mad at you because you kept fucking it up.
I did keep fucking it up. I eventually just said that I was through with that game, and I got a refund on it. Night Trap. Look out behind you, Night Trap.
I think I own it. Actually. I might go back to just exclusively game streaming when I get a new computer. Might play that.
You should. I mean, game streaming is fun.
I might start a new YouTube channel about fucking games.
Well, I think we should play some Counter-Strike Go, and we can stream together. I'll fuck you up. What you know about Counter-Strike Go? Probably nothing.
I haven't played Counter-Strike in like 20 years.
Yeah, well, I fucking kill you in Counter-Strike. Matt, I defused your mom's bomb. I planted the bomb in your mom's pussy. In a pussy. Did it. Right in a pussy.
Did you play that game I recommended, Golden Light?
No. Not yet, at least. I haven't bought any games. I have hundreds of games that I have not played.
So do I. It doesn't stop me from buying new ones when they're on sale.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to do that anymore. You know, because I'm like, it's so much. Did you ever play fucking Beat Cop? Bitch, I bought you Beat Cop. Did you ever play fucking Beat Cop?
I tried playing it for about 10 minutes and then put it aside, and I'll try that one again when I get some time.
I will put you aside in friendship. I will put your friendship aside if that's the way you want to treat my gifts in which I give you. That cost me 69 cents it cost me.
I was confused because I thought like it would immediately let you go in like, you know, beating people and running tickets, but like I was confused by the tutorial.
That's not at all what the game is. You're not
playing a crooked cop?
You can play a crooked cop if you want, yeah. I play a straight-laced cop because I'm a straight-laced kind of guy. I obey the rules, all right? You know, but it's a little point and click game. It's a fun game. It's a fun game.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll spit in my face.
I'll play it again, man. I just haven't had time.
Yeah, because you've been jumping out of dumpsters, scaring the locals.
That was fucking random.
I'm mad. I'm fucking jumping out of the Walmart dumpster. You thought it was locked? Guess what? I'm gonna break through with a big stupid rhino head. That's you grew a horn. And you got a horn on top of your head. What if you had a horn on top of your head, Matt?
That'd be awesome.
Do you think it would be good, or do you think it would be like weird to wear hats?
I don't wear hats, so it wouldn't really affect me.
But I mean, what if you needed to? It was like would you wear a really big hat, like a really tall hat, like like the British fucking whatever that they stand out in front of the thing?
You could get away with it with a cowboy hat.
You think you can get? I mean, I'm thinking of a really big horn, like Marge Simpson hair style horn. You got.
Well, I mean, you probably can put something over it so that like it doesn't poke for the top. So like, just cover it in saran wrap or something.
You'd cover your horn. I mean, okay, but what if that was your penis? It's the horn.
Well, that would be even cooler.
You just get to. That's how you fuck. You just with your head, the top of your head. You're like, oh baby, let me lick that sweet puss. And then you go down there and you're like, oh, and then you just start ramming her with the top of your head like a big rhino. Rhino Forney.
Like going around, like one of those anglerfish with like the huge fucking fountain hanging off their forehead.
Yeah, exactly. What would you do about that? What if your fingers were all penises? What would you do then, Matt?
That would be It would make daily life kind of a struggle unless I kept myself in a perpetual state of arousal. But
well, no, because then you'd have like hard hand dicks and like you couldn't like grasp anything. You think you'd want to not be aroused. That way you'd have flaccid.
But if you're flaccid, you wouldn't be able to hold on to anything either because like there'd be no strength.
No,
plus they'd all probably be really short.
I'll bet your fingers would be super short. Definitely. Mine, I would have like big, sizable, above average fingers. But yeah, you would have short fingers for sure.
Nah, man. I'm Italian. You're not going to win this.
Whip your dick out. Let's do it right now. I you know how you can like kind of move your dick a little bit, like if you like do the Kegel muscles or whatever, you can kind of do it. I think it'd be easier to grasp things with dick fingers if they were flaccid versus like hard dick fingers. Then you gotta do the whole deal.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it depends on what you're doing.
Then the tips of your fingers are all just wet with pre-finger cum. That'd be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Good, I mean, it'd be good if you gave somebody the finger. You'd be like, if you could just get one of them hard, then you can just like shoot cum into their eyes. Be like,
well, here's the real question you haven't asked, Brian. How would this work if you were not circumcised?
I would think that'd be basically like, do you have long or short fingernails?
Not really, because
so you'd have to like clip them every day. You'd have to recircumcise your fingers every time.
Well, dudes with who aren't circumcised tend to have like the glands. The glands. The glands is perpetually wet because like the foreskin covers the glands and
walking around wet dick. You freaks. You freaks mutilate your body. You freaks.
And the glands is supposed to be naturally like moist. It's like your eyeball. Your eyeball is not supposed to be dried out. The gland is not supposed to be dried out. It's some lubrication thing for sex. So like these dudes would just be going around with slimy fingertips all the time.
Yeah, they would. But I think then you'd clip your fingernails. So like you circumcise every dick finger, and then but then it'd be an aesthetic choice.
That would damage the nerves, and they'd be able to feel things. Wouldn't be able to feel things.
Yeah, but who are you fucking with your fingers? I mean, what do you like what do you watch the Star Wars episode 1? Are you fucking 13? You fingering girls in the goddamn thing? No, it's just dick fingers. So it'd be like a normal thing. You still have your penis. That would be the one you use for fucking. But the rest is just like your dick fingers.
Never fingering a girl. Damn, you're boring.
Well, what are you supposed to do? I mean, what do you? Oh, hi, I'm Matt. I like to go finger bang at the goddamn movie theater. Me, I'm the type of guy, I go, bitch, this is what I want. And then I go right in, dry as sand. I'm just in there. She's like, that's the butt. I'm like, I'll tell you what's the butt. And that's the way that I roll. That's the way that I roll, dude. That, and then I got suicide doors on my smart car. I roll through 45 on school zones. That's the way that it is, Matt. If you're not as cool as me, you're just not as cool as me, man. Me and my dick fingers, my 8-inch dick fingers, all of them, even the thumb, the pinky. The pinky is, for some reason, especially large. And then I clip my dick fingers, circumcise them every day, make them look all nice and swollen. And it's just like a baby's arm clutching an apple. That's the way that it turns out that even at 2:00 in the afternoon, I am still drunk, but at least I'm saying words this time.
I probably should have asked this earlier, but you brought it up twice now. What the hell is a suicide door?
Oh, they're doors that they go up. Like, so like your doors, they're like that, like not like the wing doors, but like, so this is the side of the car, right?
Yep.
So they go up like that. So like in like the first part, like the furthest thing to the hood, they go up like that.
And that's so people don't fling themselves out of the car.
No, I think it's just a stupid rap term. I don't know what it's actually called. I was
going to say that seems a bit. That didn't seem like it would be a big enough problem that you'd need doors for that.
No, it's just an awesome way for your doors to be.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It's just super sweet. Have you seen the Teslas? I saw one the other day. Like I actually saw it, do the weird wing thing. That shit is really cool.
I do not think I've ever seen a Tesla in my life.
Holy fuck, there's so many Teslas. I live around nothing but goddamn Teslas. Like they're not even that nice of cars. They're like $35,000 cars, dude. They're not that nice. There's 67.
I mean, I assume they sell internationally, but they don't sell in the places where I've lived. So not that people here could really afford them. So,
dude, oh my god, there's so many fucking Teslas. I'm not really intrigued by it. Like it seems like a nice car or whatever, but like it's not that nice. It's like a $35,000 car. If I'm going to spend that money, I'm going to spend a little more and get a fucking nicer car than that.
Well, I think electric cars been around for a while. I mean, what's so goddamn special about Tesla?
The government gave him money, and then he paid the loan back, and he was like, "I'm going to go to space." And then now he works with NASA over on. Like I live within driving distance of where they launch all the rockets and shit. I want to go see one. Oh, how funny would it be if Jeff Bezos dies in his fucking rocket launch? That's what I'm rooting for, is Jeff Bezos and his brother, and who that dickhead is that paid $28 million to be a part of it. I wanted to challenge her, dude. I want him to blow up. It'd be so funny.
I think it was Disclose that made the update on Twitter last week. They phrased this week Jeff Bezos to shoot himself, and I got excited. And then I kept reading like into space of his brother. I was like, damn.
Dude, I for real. How fucking funny would it? I mean, for a year, I would be like, Jeff Bezos blew up in a fucking rocket. That's so funny. And then just post like the news article with like a laughing Elon Musk. Like it's so fun. Elon Musk's fucking wife is a talented musician, but she's a complete psychopath and a weirdo. But goddamn, I want it to go wrong. I mean, look, I'm not normally like that. I don't really wish ill will upon even my enemies, because they know not what they do. But good God, if Jeff Bezos fucking explodes in that rocket, it'd be the best goddamn thing in the entire world.
No, it would lead to a significant jump in quality of life for a lot of people.
What if the guy that takes over is even worse, though? Because like we all use Amazon. I'll bring it back when I go pee and you do Terror House News, but I just want him to explode in a rocket. Okay, I'm not a bad person. I am very Christ-like. Me and Connor Murphy, very Christ-like. I want Jeff Bezos to explode in a rocket. I just want it to happen. It happened to other people. It happened to more innocent people. Then just make Jeff Bezos explode in a rocket or die hilariously. Like either that or he like slips on a banana peel. That'd be fantastic. I got to go piss. So do Terror House News.
No problem. I was just experimenting here because Brian wanted me to play a particular clip. But yeah, Welcome to Hell by Bad Billy Pratt is out now via Terror House Press. You can go and get that at terrorhousepress.com and Amazon and other places. Terror House is running the summer sale. The Terror House summer sale is like the Steam summer sale, except you won't hate yourself after dropping $100 on it. You can go to terrorhousepress.com. All of our books are up to 50% off. Ebooks, paperbacks, everything's on sale. Merch is on sale. All the information is there. This sale will end on Friday. So get in now while the getting is good. That's terrorhousepress.com to buy all of our books for up to 50% off, including such classics as Dragon Day by Matt Pegas, Scattered Scenes of Sex and Violence by Benjamin Welton, Masking Amidst Madness by Ryan Landry, Ending Bigly, The Many Fates of Donald Trump. All of it's on sale for up to 50% off at terrorhousepress.com. The links are in the description. What's up, Ron?
Oh, I don't know. I just got my copy of Scattered Scenes of Sex and Violence by the great legend Benjamin Welton. I just wanted to show it off. I'm pretty excited about it.
That is one sexy looking book.
Oh, it's a great book. It's a great book. I mean, and also people don't know this, but this is actually what Ben looks like.
Oh yeah, he's from Romania.
Yes, that's where they have nothing but vampires. But yeah, no, I'm excited about it. It's a real quick read. I haven't gone through it yet, but yeah, it's got like 13 stories in it. Really good. Got to support my boy Ben. Great guy. A very smart guy on top of it. He's an excellent writer. He's my favorite living writer that isn't Thomas Ligotti, but he's up there. He's up there with Ligotti. Completely different styles, but he's up there with Ligotti. Is one of my favorites. So I just wanted to say I bought my physical copy, and so should you buy a paperback of Scattered by Welton. It's so good.
Definitely. Yeah. Speaking of which, let's do the Streamlabs segment now, just because I completely forgot to give out the URL, but it's on screen, so you people should be throwing money at us anyway. But anyway, if you have questions or comments for us, me and Bryden, streamlabs.com/Terror Magazine. But anyway, here we go. R. Sebastio Silva for $2 says, "Keep up the good work, fellas. Terror House Mag was the first hit after getting the VPN back up. Glad to see my story still up. RIP to all the OGs like Fluland Mag. Just found their archive yesterday." Well, thank you very much for that, man.
I don't know what that thing is. What is Fluland Mag?
Fluland was a lit mag that was very popular in 2017 before basically the owner got canceled by all these left-wing shitbags, and he just quit.
See, you can't quit. You gotta keep going. Listen. For anybody that might ever get canceled or what the fuck ever, I mean, I've been screwed since beyond before any of the baked Alaska Roman crap happened. You go find the goddamn videos. I was dropping the N-bomb on stage and all of that stuff way before I started doing the deal. What they want you to do is quit. So just don't quit, and then dig yourself into a deeper and deeper hole and tell yourself you're an artist for years, You'll be Hemingway. You'll at least have one thing in common with Hemingway by the end of it all. Definitely.
Well, I don't know. I think the guy who ran Fluland was just very neurotic, but it was a very popular and very good site with a lot of really carefully curated, articles and stories and whatnot. Actually, Fluland was partially the inspiration for Terror House. So
really, okay, I didn't know that.
Fluland was kind of like, doing the kind of same thing we were doing, kind of joining like the more traditional, like lit types of like all these extremely online people who write, stories about Laura Loomer's feet and whatnot. It's, they got all this started. So like they deserve credit on that alone.
What a stupid website. I mean, I remember when you started Terror House Mag and I'm like, oh, this is great. And then now like there's books, which is great. I mean, that's incredible, but it's like at its heart, you can still just submit shit to Terror House that is erotica about e-celebs. What a stupid website.
What a stupid and possibly legally actionable website.
I mean, it's just a dumb fucking thing. But I don't know. I'm happy to be here. I get to be supposedly the producer. I remember bugging Matt. I'm like, all right, when's Terror House starting a podcast? When are we going to do a podcast? And then here we are. It's taken us so long to do. What is this, like 50 fucking 8 episodes? How long is it?
59.
59. Okay, 59 episodes. I was looking at the Discord there. 59 fucking episodes. It's taken us like a year and a half to do 59 episodes. There's 52 weeks in a year. We're not good at doing this podcast.
Yeah, some of it's because I've been traveling. Some of it's been you've been busy.
I'm neurotic. Like, don't even lie to these people. A lot of it has been you've been traveling. The rest of it is like I would just send you a text early in the morning at like 3 a.m. drunkard and shit. I'm like, I'm quitting the internet for the umpteenth time. I need to go and live in the woods. I'm gonna buy a boat and live on it.
It's not lying. It's massaging. I mean, I'm not sure. Well, but if you're talking about it,
let's be honest. I'm a crazy person. It's fine. We like it. All right. And if the chat doesn't like it, then go ahead and suck my fucking dick because they can't even find ironic t-shirts on the internet or drink White Claws or be 33 years old.
Plus, there's the moments where we've done like lost episodes that will never see the light of day.
That's true too. I say a lot of slurs. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a lot of slurs.
The one episode we did in North Macedonia never saw the light of day.
Oh no, because I kept fucking that bitch.
Yeah.
Like I went to Europe for that. That was fucking stupid. We were like, let's do a podcast live, and I'm like, I have to, I gotta fuck this Macedonian whore. And then it was weird when we found out she was a vampire, though.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Police reports say that I claimed she was a vampire. The point is, there's one less woman in the world, and we had great s'mores that night. It was fine, not for her on account of the fire, really. But I don't do Macedonian acid. It's all I'm saying.
And then, the part where you had to pay for damages to that restaurant because she smashed up all their windows, that wasn't the good part.
Yeah, but I really tried. I was like, Antifa did this, and they were like, what?
What is Antifa?
Yeah, they didn't. It didn't work. Don't do Macedonian acid. It's all the brown acid, is what it is. It's not good. But listen, folks, I'm just saying. Thank you for the donation, and I'm glad that you like Terror House. I like Terror House. I think it's like a wart. One of my many warts on my butt.
I initially misheard you as wards. It's one of my many wards.
What is that? What would that mean? Like a ward? A ward is like
a ward of the state, like a little retarded child.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was thinking like it. Ooh. I was thinking of like New Orleans. They have like different wards, is what they call them.
No. I was talking about in the sense of like a ward is someone who's being sheltered by someone else because they can't do it on their own, like a retard, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That's also extremely accurate. That's more accurate than my fake penis herpes or butt herpes or whatever I just made up. But, ladies, it's a joke. God, can you imagine the women that listen to this podcast? Can you imagine how fucking fat and ugly their pussies are? Good Lord. There better not be any women. Well, besides like Eris.
I was going to say that's really not a nice thing to say about Eris.
Yeah, like Eris is the only girl besides Erica, that listens to this fucking. There's two girls. Wait, I'm gonna announce this. Matt, do you mind if I announce it?
Go right ahead.
Okay. We are going to be starting a new website, Ladies of Terror House. And Erica and Eris, I know, are completely on board, and they will talk to each other. But it's a great chat room that I won't make fake names and come in there, and Matt would never. Matt's always
absolutely.
Matt is always into being upfront and not lying to women. ladiesofterrorhouse.com, and it'll just be a girls only safe zone where you're able to go in there and talk about literature about Laura Loomer foot fetish articles essays that go up on the fucking. What a stupid website.
It's also especially safe if you're like a teenager. It's a
sure,
for children. For legal children, I mean. Like the minimum age is 14.
Dude, the internet used to be like that. How the fuck did I not get molested? I was on the internet when I was like 8. It makes me feel ugly. I never sent like dudes any pictures, but I was in some AOL chat rooms talking about pro wrestling that it's like, why didn't they pick me? I guess I wasn't charming enough.
Hey, Bryden, want me to show you a picture of my little friend?
Dude, if they would have just been like, oh, you like The Undertaker? I'd like to undertake you. I'd be like creepy, but I'd like to, at least have been, picked. I guess I wasn't charming enough in the AOL chat room for them to be a predator to me. Although, if I had a time machine, I wouldn't go back and kill Hitler. I wouldn't go back and stop World War II. I wouldn't stop World War I. I wouldn't fucking go meet Jesus. I wouldn't, hang out with Alexander the Great. I wouldn't do any of those, bullshit things that people say they do. I would go back to the internet in 1997 and I would type into an AOL chat room, I'm a girl. Just to watch all those things. Beep, 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 beep. There would be like, I'd be so useless with a time machine.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to talk about this. We were supposed to talk about this. How have your tastes changed over the years? Do you mind if we go long? Do you care?
No, that's good. No, go.
You got to pee or something?
No, I'm good.
I
got a jar.
Gatorade bottle, huh? Callback, baby. That's a long time callback. That was good. I remember that was the first time that I realized I blacked out on the show. When you were like talking to me about Gatorade bottles, I was like, oh, I don't remember that. I remember making fun of guys pissing in Gatorade bottles. But Erica had she sent me a picture when she wasn't buying me cigarettes of it's like hard kombucha. It was like pineapple chili kombucha or whatever. I wonder if my tastes have changed, and I would like that because I haven't had kombucha for, since like 23, 24 or something like that. And I remember tasting like vinegar piss. Like I hated it. I hate kombucha, but I also haven't had it since then. But like my tastes have changed. I don't like spinach as much as I used to love spinach. Now, not really doing so much spinach. Can't do it.
You used to really like cum, but now it's not doing much for you.
Yeah. I mean, your dad stopped calling, so I don't know. There's a reason I did this podcast because I just wanted to hear a similar voice. Your dad and I mean, one night I remember just saying to him, I was like, I wish I could quit you, Matt's dad. And he was like, stop calling me that. We've been lovers for years. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's kind of like how I have gay sex with you. I have also had gay sex with your dad. Happy Pride Month. But no, like, how has your taste changed? Because I think it's bullshit that when you're a kid, you like a bunch of soda and candy, and then you grow up and you can actually afford it yourself, and you're like, this is not as good.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I liked soda as a kid. I hate soda now. I mean, I'll drink it occasionally, like if it comes with like a McDonald's or whatever. But I don't like anything carbonated, to be perfectly honest, aside from like beer.
Okay. First of all, club soda and Perrier are still really good, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, in terms of carbonated drinks, I like beer, I like LaCroix, and I like energy drinks, and that's it.
LaCroix is such the girl's fucking sparkling water, though. Drink Perrier. Be a fucking man. Come on.
I've never had it.
Really? In the green bottle, Perrier? It's a mineral water. It's carbonated, naturally carbonated mineral water.
They might sell it here. I think I've seen that somewhere before.
Get a bottle. You're gonna thank me for it, dude. For real. Perrier's the best. I love Perrier.
But yeah,
LaCroix is bullshit. It's not naturally carbonated. Perrier is, well, at least the bottle says naturally carbonated. So I like to imagine somewhere in France there is a carbonated stream of water. That's probably not what the reality is, but that's what I choose to believe, Matt. And you should try Perrier.
Yeah, I'll look into it. And another example I can think of is this isn't a food per se, but when I was a kid, I always wanted my meat done well done, like hamburgers, steaks, etc. And then I grew up, and all of a sudden now it's medium rare. Like rare's not great. Rare's got too much of the juice and stuff. Well done, like you get rid of all the juices, and it's all kind of crumbled up and gross. Medium rare is just right.
Like, I don't eat meat, but yeah, like medium rare is how you're supposed to do it, but like as a kid, it's all well done. You gotta make sure it's just burnt to a crisp, or like eating steak with ketchup, what a waste of a fucking steak. Don't give a kid a goddamn steak. They're just going to eat it with ketchup and they're going to get it well done. It's bullshit. Although Trump likes well done steaks. So just saying, the actual president of the United States likes well done steaks.
The legitimate president. Yeah.
The legitimate president.
And this is one of the things that infuriated me about living in Europe is because nobody does anything medium rare. Like you can't even get a choice at most restaurants. They just cook everything well done.
Fuck that. I knew Europe sucked, but I didn't know it was that lame. Like over here in America, like, it used to not be a choice, but now, like, if you go to an Applebee's or whatever, you can get a burger medium rare. And they're like, it could kill you. And you're like, I don't even give a shit. You used to not be able to do that when I was a kid. I know that. But that sounds terrible. Europe is garbage.
Well, I mean, there's exactly one restaurant I can think of that will do the burgers medium rare if you ask, and that's McLaren's Pub in Tbilisi, Georgia, which is a pretty good restaurant, all things considered. They also have really good salsa chips.
You mean Georgia the country, right?
Yeah, Georgia.
Okay. Well, you gotta say Georgia the country, because us.
Well, I said Tbilisi,
us patriots that didn't flee the country when Donald Trump was elected. Like, I don't know, Matt, who loves Barack Obama, he fled the country when Trump was elected. He said, that racist is not going to be my president. He fled the country. That's what I have to say about it. Because of your love of Barack, you said, if Barack can't be my president, then nobody can. And he went to Georgia, the country, and he said, fuck Georgia, the state. That's what Matt did. Matthew Forney. I have a whole video about it. Yes, it is just a song and a picture of the Terror House logo dancing with Barack Obama. But I think that's evidence enough. Your silence is evidence enough.
I was just laughing.
Yeah, well, in America, we laugh out loud. We go, LOL, LOL. That's what we do. But you would know because you hate Donald Trump.
I don't know. Is he still alive?
I think so. He's probably doing okay. I think he's like in Mar-a-Lago telling people he's the president or something like that. I don't know what he's up to.
Getting back on topic, what are foods how they changed? I mean, those were the two big ones. Well, there's two foods I still hate. I hated when I was a kid, and I hate them now. I hate yams, and I hate sweet potatoes.
Well, they're basically the same thing, right?
Aren't yams like orange? And sweet potatoes are
so are sweet potatoes. I think they're the same thing, bro.
Well, like whatever. I don't like that because and I can stem this. I know where this started. My mom fed me nothing but those when I was little, and she says that she actually gave me so many of them that my face turned orange.
You must have looked like a pumpkin.
I had hair then, so
I can't imagine you ever having hair. Every time I think of you, like if somebody has hair, it's just a picture. It's just like if I picture any member of your family, I just put hair on them, different hairstyles, and I'm like, yeah, that's Matt's dad. He's got a buzz cut. That's Matt's sister. She's got long blonde hair. That's Matt's mom. She's got long black hair, but like it's a beehive haircut. That's just the way that I do it in my head. Yeah, I'm pretty sure yams and sweet potatoes are the same thing. I
wouldn't know because I have not touched those in the longest time, and even thinking about them kind of disgusts me.
Really? I mean, they are kind of mushy. I'll give you that. I don't know. I mean, I don't hate them. I'll eat them. Sweet potato fries are super overrated. That's not what I'm looking for in a fry. They're too floppy all the time, man. Yeah, the one thing I hate, and this has been consistent through my life, I hate beets. Beets are gross. Weird. They taste like dirt, bro. And they're like, oh, it's earthy. I'm like, it just tastes like dirt. That just means it tastes like dirt. I hate beets. Beets are terrible. Fucking golden beets, regular beets, any of that. Beets are terrible.
I don't hate them, but I can live without them.
I can't even eat them, man. It just tastes like dirt. Don't they taste like a fucking dirt?
I've never encountered a beet that really wowed me with its taste.
Yeah, I'm not into.
I don't remember a dirt taste, but maybe that's just because I wash my food more thoroughly than you do.
What are you talking about? You don't remember a dirt taste from beets? Beets, all they do is taste like dirt. What do beets taste like to you?
They taste purple.
That's not a fucking. That's not even close to a thing. They taste purple. What the fuck does purple taste like? What else tastes purple?
What else tastes purple? Onions?
Yeah, no. Compare it to something with your fucking psychopathic answer. Go
ahead. Onions taste purple.
They don't taste purple. Those taste acidic. And beets don't taste acidic. You've never had a beet or an onion. Fuck. I don't know why you made me so mad. You do this on purpose. You just say shit to make me mad on purpose. Fucking dick, dude. Oh, it tastes purple. That's not a thing. Now, if you tell me it tastes blue for whatever reason, that is a flavor because of the artificial coloring and stuff. I got fucking Jolly Ranchers right here. They got blue flavor. It's blue raspberry. Not a real thing. It tastes purple. Purple is great, bitch. It's not a real thing. It tastes purple. Oh my God, I want to hit you so bad. Don't say shit that's fucking stupid like that. It tastes purple. Onions and beets taste the same. What world are you in? Fuck. God damn it, Matt. I was like, this will be a fun carefree topic. And you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my finger in his ass. That's what you did. You put your finger in my ass. This is stupid. Fucking me, dude. You're fucking me. You're finger fucking me with this shit. It's not real. What else tastes purple? So apparently onions and beets taste the same because you don't have a palate because of all the cum you've been fucking drinking. What else tastes fucking purple then?
Plumps.
I hope something bad happens to you. I don't know what. Maybe something mild, but it's not. Beets taste purple. Beets taste like dirt. You're a fucking ass. What is the deal with that? Plums, red onions, which they're red, not purple, by the way. Plums, red onions, and beets, same flavor. Definitely, all of them. The same thing.
Well, there's different varieties. You know, there's
purple.
There's the more like sweet purple, then there's the bitter purple, then there's like the salty purple.
That's not a flavor, man. It's not even close. It's not even close to being a real flavor. Purple is not a flavor unless you're talking about like grape flavor. No. Just admit that beets taste like dirt or you've never had a beet before. And I'm sorry, I'm going to check the chat. Hey, chat, do beets taste like fucking dirt? I'm going to ask it. I'm not going to check for the answer, but I'm just saying they need to say yes. Leave in the comments. Leave in the comments below. Also, I thought this was funny. Some guy in the comments, I forget his name. One of them was a dickhead. But another guy was like, I always thought you had a beard, like a long beard. I don't know. He apparently hasn't been listening to the show long enough because I know that we had a big conversation about my inability to grow a big giant beard. I think it was probably the first episode, the Jim Morrison thing. Because if I could grow a big giant beard, I would wear aviator sunglasses and get fat as shit, and I would just die. Several years ago.
Yeah, the most you can grow is a little pedo mustache.
Well, I grow the stash, and then here's the thing. Well, now that we can visually see it, this is terrible. So I can grow the stash. Like I can grow a full stash if I wanted. And then I got chops over here, and then it's nothing but this. Like this whole you can kind of see the shadow. It's just it's like a penis. You know, it's all that. It's horrible. All of this is just patchy and crap and doesn't fucking come in. It's absolutely awful. If I grow a giant beard, I would. But like this part of my skin, this right here, smooth as a baby's bottom, smooth as the top of Matt Forney's head. You know, it's just nothing. You know, and you can't grow a weird dick beard. You can't grow a dick beard, bro. You remember when this podcast was about books?
Maybe.
It was so long ago. It was like, all right, let's do a podcast to promote books. And now we're just, you're lying about beets. I'm talking about the dick I can grow on my face. I mean, everything is stupid. I'm on a fucking book hiatus right now. I'm 3 weeks in. and I got 3 weeks to go. I'm not, no books, because they were making me go fucking crazy, man. I already have lined up the shit that I'm gonna fucking go through afterwards, though.
Why 6 weeks?
I just figured that's good enough time to cleanse the palate. 6 weeks.
Just seemed a bit arbitrary. It's like a month or 2 months, that would make sense. But like 6 weeks is kind of odd.
It's a month and a half. That seems like a good enough time. Why is that not as good a time as any? Like a good amount of time as any?
Because people usually think in terms of like individual weeks or on that time frame. Like,
well,
months.
I did think in individual weeks. 6 of them, I'm good. But I'm 3 weeks in. I haven't fucking consumed it. I mean, I'm gonna do some fucking Hume after this, but I am already like chomping at the bit to get into some Hume. But I basically had a complete breakdown a few weeks ago. I stayed awake drinking coffee and beers for like 36 hours, and I was at a sushi restaurant with Erica, and I'm like, I'm thinking way too much about my own mortality. I am pretty sure I think I've broken my brain. Like, I don't know. I'm getting good stuff out of it. I mean, eventually there will be a Terror House book, Bryden Proctor, The N-Word. And the N-word is nihilism. But or it'll be something stupid like that. But yeah, I'm on a break right now. I feel pretty good about it, honestly. Like I'm clearing my brain out with like comedy podcasts and stuff.
Just getting all those deep thoughts out and replacing them with like cobwebs.
Yeah, completely. Well, I mean, you got to do that, dude. I mean, you literally, like, at the rate I was going, like 5-6 fucking philosophy books a month for
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, dude. Holy fuck. Yeah. And like that, and then like I'm listening to those books. I'm reading like tons of different essays and crap like that. Yeah, it was fucking my shit up. I did that forever. Like I've done this for fucking so long now. And I'm like, I gotta take a fucking break. So 6 weeks of comedy podcast, and then I'll get back at it. But I don't know. I'm running out of philosophers. I'm like consistently finding people I just disagree with on a fundamental level. Like I'm really trying to I've got like Foucault and Butler, I got to get into pretty hard, like the whole postmodern fuck faces, just to yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Like it's not a cool thing. I'm looking forward to Hume, but I'm not looking forward to those assholes. Judith Butler's a bitch. Can I just say that? I will. Hi, this is Bryden's call out corner. We're gonna do this every episode. Fuck Judith Butler. Am I wrong?
Nah. I'm thinking of the segment in Letters from a Heartbroken Pervert where the main character jacks off on a Judith Butler book.
I can't believe that bitch is still alive. I mean, she's alive and ruining lives right now with their stupid fucking ideas that are just wrong. Put me in a debate with Judith Butler. I'll win. Lady philosopher? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. None of the greats are ladies. Sorry. Like, who was the bitch that wrote The Feminine Mystique?
Betty Friedan.
Yeah. Bullshit. It's bullshit. It's stupid.
She was CIA, right?
I didn't know that. No.
her and Gloria Steinem were both CIA.
Gloria Steinem, I knew was fucking CIA. Yeah.
Also, Betty Friedan straight up lied. Like the whole thing about the feminine mystique was all like, "Oh, women are so bored and nihilistic because they have nothing to do because they're not allowed to work or something."
She just had a bad childhood.
She worked and she was a political agitator her entire life.
Yeah, she just had a bad childhood, dude. Her mom was fucking mean to her and shit. The feminine mystique is bullshit. It's the whole thing is stupid. Look, leave in the comments if I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong. There are no good female philosophers. There just aren't, because they focus so much on feminine crap or feminist shit or whatever. They're activists. They're not philosophers. They're not philosophers, Matt.
Camille Paglia is good.
Never read her. Never heard of her.
I'm not sure if she would qualify as a philosopher, though. She's more of a commentator.
Right. So that's not philosophy. That's not philosophy. Philosophy and and fucking, commentary or, activism. That's not philosophy, dude. Like, philosophy is like right hand versus left hand. What does that matter? Like, weird shit like that. Stupid crap that men consume themselves with. What is art? What is beauty? Things like that. Like aesthetics, by the way, is the most boring crap to ever fucking read about. Holy shit. Do not get into aesthetics. It's awful. But
I hope you didn't read Roger Scruton on that.
I did not. No.
Don't. He sucks.
Aesthetics sucks. But women can't be philosophers. They're simply not capable of it. They're not capable of this type of thought. Because they have to create with their vaginas, where men need to create with their minds. See, that's a philosophy thing right there. We think. Women, they don't think. They don't think. Hey, it's so frustrating, dude. It's so fucking frustrating.
By the way, I just Googled Judith Butler. She and her girlfriend are legally non-binary. Fuck you. They're like in their 60s.
The picture I saw.
If you're in the 60s and you're doing that, fuck you.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure she's probably been doing that for a long time. No, she's a nightmare, and her work has really caused terrible things. For an old broad, she's still kind of hot. I'm just gonna say,
Bryden's gay.
Although, hold on, never mind. Maybe she's not, because she does kind of look like Liam Neeson. I don't know. I mean, like, I try to give old broads a chance. Is Judith Butler trans or some bullshit?
Nah. Like I said, she and her girlfriend are legally non-binary, and they go by she and they pronouns.
How are you going to be non-binary and go by she pronouns?
The rules don't make any sense. It's like
postmodernism, because it's fucking postmodernism. Stop playing by their rules. It's postmodernism.
It's like pansexuality. It's like, what is pansexuality compared to bisexuality?
Yeah,
bisexuality is you're just attracted to both genders. Pansexuality is you're attracted to people regardless of their sexual orientation, birth gender, or whatever. But like, here's my question:
You're just bi.
Aren't trans women? Why do you need a separate sexual identity to state that you're attracted to trans people? That's kind of transphobic.
Dude, the whole fucking idea. Like, I was so excited. I was watching Tucker the other day, and he actually called them postmodern, and that's what they are. It's postmodernism. Like, I fucking been looking into queer theory, which is a nightmare. Like, it's like, it doesn't make sense on purpose.
Queer theory sounds like the punchline to a joke.
Dude, it's so stupid. But like, the whole idea is to problematize things. And like, that there is postmodernism is there is no truth but power. It's like so neat, I guess. Like, if I was sitting around and talking postmodernism, like with somebody at the bar, that's a neat philosophical exercise. It's a neat thing to do. You could stretch your brain muscles and think about stuff, but it's not a great way to run a country. And now you've got the fucking, Navy telling white people to go on goddamn privilege walks. Like, you got the Pentagon just woke as fuck now. It's not an effective way to run a country, and America's going to find out the fucking hard way. We will be fucked. We will get fucked in the ass by China and Russia. It will happen if it keeps going.
The Chinese flag will fly over Taiwan, and we're not going to be able to do anything about it.
Yeah. Oh, we're fucked. It's a stupid thing, and I don't care about Taiwan. I don't like the imperialist fucking bullshit, but like, post-colonial theory, queer theory, intersectionalism, all this critical race theory. Critical race theory, the reason they're trying to use it is because it's based in like legal language and shit like that. I just don't understand how people buy this crap. And this comes from somebody who, maybe it is just because, God, I miss green grass, but maybe it's because I am a philosophical pessimist, okay? But I don't see how anybody takes this bullshit seriously. I don't know how anybody can see this crap and go, Yeah, that makes fucking sense. Because I don't know. I don't fucking think fascism makes sense. I don't think Nazism makes sense. I don't think socialism makes sense. Hell, I don't think democracy makes sense. And I don't know, maybe monarchy. It still also doesn't make that much sense. But when somebody is just spitting in your face going, I'm not racist, fuck white people, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's weird. It's an odd thing, Matt. And it drives me crazy to watch people just consistently do it. And then you get, there was a 5 people were shot in Alabama and Georgia. Some black fella, some lunatic, by the way, he was a complete lunatic, went by and he was just trying to shoot what he said was military looking white men because he said that they had picked on him his entire life. Why is that not fucking popping up everywhere? We had a whole month over that fucking lunatic that went and shot up all those massage parlors that we later found out, and he even said we're wishy-washies. We had a whole month over this Asian crap. Where's the white guy thing? Well, you can't have that. Well, why not? Oh, because of the Holocaust. What are you talking about? It doesn't make sense. Postmodernism, applied postmodernism, does not make any sense. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing for the dumbest people. It's the lowest common denominator. Believe this crap about language policing, about not having fun, and about there is no truth but power. In a way, there is no truth but power, but not in the way that you're deconstructing it to that point. Postmodernism is fucking stupid. And it should have been left in the dust in the 90s where it fucking belonged.
Instead, it will continue because it's the end of history, or at least the end of our history.
Well, see, I make more sense with that because I believe that everything that humans do is natural because I believe in Mainlander's idea of the will to death. I believe that humans are actively trying to kill themselves. I also don't believe in free will. I think in our collective consciousness, what we are doing is easing ourselves towards extinction. And this is the type of shit that does that. I mean, it's terrible. It's on repeat all the time. What's happening to white people might be what happened to the Jews, and I've got Jewish friends that have been like, yeah, it didn't seem great for white people right now. Luckily, I'm Jewish today. I don't think that I'm wrong. And I'm tired of being called a bad guy for it. It's like, just be a smart guy. I know you're a smart guy, but be a smart guy for 5 fucking minutes and go, this seems weird. Everybody is on it. The whole country is on edge right now, constantly. This is a redux of the fucking 1970s, man. Everybody is on edge right now. People won't even make jokes, which is bullshit. You're seeing comedians, quote unquote, canceled all the fucking time. This is bullshit. That Ellie Kemper bitch, they were like, she's a guy, some 32 fucking follower account on Twitter goes, she was in the KKK. That was completely not true. None of that was even close to true. She was part of some weird rich people crap. She was the queen of some rich people dance. Fuck postmodernism, dude. Fuck the whole thing. You got to at least
don't fuck postmodernism. You might get AIDS.
Yeah, well, I mean, am I wrong? I'm sorry for the rant, dude, but am I wrong here? It's postmodernism that is the issue. It's Judith Butler. It's Robin DiAngelo, who, by the way, is a fucking racist. I love that she writes a whole book where she's like, I was scared of black people, and so are you. Like, well, I didn't really think about that. And they go, so are you.
No, I've never been scared of black people in my life. Maybe an individual black person who I, was being threatening, but I've never been scared of black people.
No, not until recently.
Do these people fucking I don't know. I swear to God, it's like they have completely different experiences from people like you and me. I grew up around black people. I'm totally comfortable around black people.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I hate my neighbors, but in general, black people are fine.
Oh, they can be annoying, but they're humans like the rest of us. They got their flaws. They got their good qualities.
Yeah. I mean, I get annoyed by Asians too, but the thing is, in the 90s we would make jokes. Mad TV was the great fucking common thing that we had, where people just make jokes. You know what my favorite joke is that I found out people were doing, making fun of white people? I know you do this. You ever do this one? It's called The Face. where you do that weird shit. You just wave and like say, you like just hold up your hand and you just flat your mouth.
Just like a puppet smile.
Right. Yeah. It turns out like people that aren't white make fun of that shit because white people do that shit. And I'm like, yeah, that is true. We do that.
That is funny. Yeah.
It's true. It's fucking true. We do that shit and I'm okay with it. Make fun of it. It's funny. It's a weird white people quirk. I don't know why we do that, but it's natural. Like, I don't even think about it. We just do it. But like, Asians especially like making fun of it because they don't ever do that type of shit. And black people can't because of their lips. But like, we had a time where we would make fun of each other, but it was fine. And then now all we have is goddamn since that fucking black guy we let be president, all we have is fucking racial division. Why can't could fucking Thomas Sowell be president? Why isn't Larry Elder the president instead? There's plenty of black guys that I think are awesome. There's plenty of Asians that I think are awesome. Now everybody is just woke and terrible. And it's goddamn postmodernism. It's bullshit. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of waking up every day and hearing that white people are fucking awful. Me personally, if you want to say, Bryden, you're awful, I'd go, yeah, well, some days, usually. Depends on what time it is. 7 o'clock, definitely. But I'm tired of hearing it, man, because it's exactly what Glenn Beck is on the radio complaining about this shit now. Where was he 6 years ago when we were going, yeah, they seem to hate white people? I don't know. Like, although he did get into trouble because he said Obama hates white people. Because Obama does hate white people. But, like, I'm tired of hearing about it, dude. I'm tired about hearing about, like, oh, you racist. Oh, you terrible part. Fuck off. That goddamn psychologist over at Yale who did this whole thing that, like, oh, whiteness is a parasitic disease. Like, and she fantasized about, she's never owned a gun, fantasized about shooting a white person or whatever. Give me a fucking break, dude. I'm tired of it, man. Because our generation actually, I'm sorry I'm ranting. Our generation put out an olive branch to everybody else. And we were like, hey, that shit was stupid. I'm glad we got through the 90s. We seem to be doing good. And it seems like because of the media, they're spitting in our fucking face. Don't make me like not want to hang out with you because I'm like, fuck, I guess like politics will get in the way. That's bullshit, man. And I hate that shit. I hate that shit. I like white people. I like being white because I've never known anything to the opposite of that. But god damn, Matt, I'm so tired of hearing about it. I'm so tired of hearing about it all the time. White people are fucking evil. Like, nobody else has done anything bad. Oopsie daisy about slavery. Is that fine? And guess what? I'll even apologize for the Nazis. I'm not German in the least bit, but oopsie daisies about them too are bad on white people's fault. Okay? And then move on. Pisses me off, man. It just really hurts me. I don't know. I'm sorry for ranting about that. It just
that's a good rant.
I hate it, dude. I hate it, man. I just want to get along with people and like fucking drink beers. Wait for the end of the world.
Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, I don't really have anything to add, but I understand where you're coming from. I'm someone who doesn't really want to fight either. I just want to be left alone, leave other people alone.
I don't even necessarily want to be left alone. I mean, yeah, I do, but like, I want to get along with people, man. Like, I'd like to be able to be at a bar and talk to somebody and go, I'll bet politics won't come up once. But the media has made everything so politically driven that like everything is about politics. And it's horrible. Like, why are they destroying comedy? They've already destroyed comedy. But like, they're destroying comedy and baseball and football and like all that crap that like people used to just relate on. Pre 9/11, Americans just kind of got along. Not really. It wasn't great, but in general, people were like, yeah, okay, sports or whatever. Then when we got hit with the goddamn, 9/11 attacks, we were confused. We were like, I thought we were the good guys. Everybody likes us. And then people were awful to Muslims for the entire Bush administration. And that's what this feels like now, is we had a little break with Trump, and now it's worse because white people dared to go, let's have that big dumb idiot be the president instead of that other bitch that we hate. You know, like it's awful. It just really breaks my heart, dude. It really breaks my heart because I'm just trying to live a goddamn normal life, and I think I'm a nice person to people. I don't hate. Well, I hate everybody, but like I don't, in like the real sense of the word hate. No, I don't just blindly look at people and go like, oh, they're bad. I look at them and go, they're probably not my friend. You know, I don't know. If they weren't destroying all of entertainment, goddamn Jews, you made entertainment and then you took it from us. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's enough of that rant. It's just weighing heavy on my heart lately.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it, man. And maybe bad timing for this, but I think it's a good time to end the show.
Yeah, let's end the show. I figure that's a good time to do it. I got my rant out there. Hopefully you guys agree. Remember, go to my D Live. I'll probably stream later today, but go to my D Live and comment on. It helps the algorithm if you guys comment, by the way. So like, leave comments. Even if you hate me, I don't give a shit. But leave comments. Share the show, man. We've been doing this forever. Do more. Let your friends know about Terror House Radio and terrorhousepress.com. Buy some books. All right, because you guys are illiterate and stupid and not nearly as smart as I am. I'm a genius. I am the Kanye West of literature.
You should definitely buy books now because they're all 50% off for our summer sale, which ends on Friday.
Are they really?
Yes, they are. Everything is all the paperbacks are 20% off. All the ebooks are 50% off.
Well, I can't ask you what your favorite is because then that would be showing bias. But I will say, go and buy some Welton, Benjamin Welton. That's the guy that he may not like this, that I fully endorse. Buy his books. I know he'd appreciate it, but 50% off. How are you not scuttering over to the terrorhousepress.com and buying 3 or 4 different books? I mean,
how are you not shuffling over like you've got a load poking out of your asshole?
I mean, we've got that fucking Masculinity Against Madness book, over there. That's a hell of a fucking read that I've definitely read. We got Ralph Monday, that he published something, right? Or no?
Yeah. Bergman Zounds and other poems.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good books over there, guys. So 50% off. Think of it this way. If you're going to buy 1 book, now you can buy 2.
Yeah, there's so many great books at Terror House that Bryden can't even name them. He's just in awe at the quality.
They're so good, and I own all of. I read so many things. I don't just listen to books in my car and fucking trunk drive through school zones. Not me. But yeah, go buy Welton's greatest newest fucking book. I wish I would have known that it was fucking going to be 50% off. I wasn't even told about this sale that was going to happen. By the way, I fucking bought it the other day, full price. Bullshit.
Well, thank you for your service, Bryden.
Okay, in the show.
Yeah, cool, yeah. But yeah, go check Bryden's D Live out and his Trovo and his website. It's all in the description. And my shit's in the description as well.
BrydenProctor.com. Date's coming. I'm going to be doing comedy in your town, at your house. I'm going to come to your house, and my comedy is throwing a Molotov at your house specifically. Go ahead.
His comedy going to be performing in your mom's bedroom.
I am going to fuck your mom and laugh about it.
But yeah, that'll do it for this episode of Terror House Radio. You check in every day at Terror House Magazine, terrorhousemag.com, latest publications, books at terrorhousepress.com. Welcome to Hell by Bad Billy Pratt, out now. All books on sale for 50% off merch, 15% off at terrorhousepress.com. And of
I'm
course,
gonna have to buy a shirt. I'm gonna have to buy a Terror House shirt. 15% off. Are you serious?
yes, go get the get the
God
shirts.
damn! Is there a promo code? Or is there just 15% off?
Promo code is White Boy Summer.
White Boy Summer. Holy cow. All right. 50% off books, 15% off of those damn shirts. I'm going to have to get me one of those shirts, dude.
Excellent. Excellent. And of course, don't forget that you can always find the latest episode of Terror House Radio at terrorhouseradio.com. Terror House Radio is produced by Bryden Proctor, presented by Katja Dag. Intro music by Zero Pulse, illegitimate non-coverandum. Don't the bastards grind you down. I'm Matt Forney and with Bryden Proctor, and we are out.